Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We are carrying on working on our legendary gems. In the last episode, we got ourselves an Ancient Justice Lantern, which is awesome. We've also got 3 spare Greater Rift Keystones to go through. We've got 3 levels to do here, 3 levels to do here, and 9 levels to do here. So 15 levels, 3 Greater Rifts, if we had the money, would be enough. But we don't have the money, so it's not going to be enough. Nevertheless, we will go through and do what we can. This is a pretty good start, I'd say. We might have time for all 3 and a regular rift. It depends on how lucky we get with the general layouts and stuff. And this actually looks to be like it's going to be a very quick rift. I should be a bit less cavalier with the mobs, though. You know, success breeds overconfidence. That's the big problem. And we're doing okay, I'd say. Yeah, there's nothing that I care about down this part. Just what I thought. Not even really worth killing that spider, but there you go. He died anyway. We have a power pylon just up here, so let's grab that. Put it to good use, taking out the minions of chaos. I mean, our dude is basically a space marine. Brother, come into the rift. We have demons to vanquish. Probably be more appropriate if my brother was still playing Diablo 3. But there we go. We do have another Diablo-alike that we're going to be going through soon, called Kill Squad. In fact, by the time you guys watch this, it might already be in early access, because I do record these videos ahead of time. So you can expect that to make an appearance on the channel at some point. Maybe even as part of Monday Night Gaming, if it turns out to be good fun. Conduit? Sure. If nothing else, the Conduit's good for highlighting where the bad guys are. At least if they're nice and close to you. If they're not close to you, then yeah, you're basically out of luck. Oh god, knockbacks as well. That's a lot of very painful things. Still, absolutely monstered through them all. The Conduit is of course gone now. So we're just back to being regular levels awesome rather than electric levels awesome. Once I've got the gems to 70, if you remember, we do have to do still a little bit more. We've got to get our Wreath of Lightning up to rank 25. So it's not just instantly going to finish. We're not just immediately going to start on the speed run. Also, depending on how much time there is this season, it'd be nice to tick off the Crusader dungeons, try and get all of them done. So even after we've finished the season journey, I've got my own little things that we might have the opportunity to go through and do. Not ready yet. We are way ahead of time on this rift. It is going exceptionally well. I like that. Blind the first row that's coming towards us, and the second row just goes, you know what? I'm just going to lick my way into that situation. And that's exactly what they did. That is exactly what they did. I thought for a moment we might have some poison clouds to deal with left over from the corpses, but thankfully not. I think after knockbacks, that's probably my least favourite thing. Yeah, anything that takes away your character agency is bad, and area denial, not great. It's not as bad as actually getting knocked around and finding that you can't do the things that you thought you'd be able to do. Okay. Good time to actually have the Rift Guardian appear while we've got the channeling pylon and potentially all the buffs under the sun. Alright, lots of things. That did go rather quickly, actually. That was 5 minutes 57 since I started talking. I love that. Okay, so we're pushing up Pain Enhancer. Only 4 levels this time. Little baby Pain Enhancer.
I need to go back.
Handed in with Auric. And that's taken us to Garrigan level 591. We've dropped to only getting 4 levels per Greater Rift. Ooh. That's cool, except we've already kind of got that, so we'll not have that. Traveller's Pledge. A primal Rakhov's Glass of Life! That is so not worth anything. Where was I putting my primal stuff? Was I putting it here? Here. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a separate one for primal stuff that doesn't fit into the sets. That'll do. Right, so in you come. And in you come. That is sad. I mean, look at it. It's actually quite nice. It's just Rakhov's Glass of Life is terrible. It is, like, astonishingly bad. What else did we get? We got Weirdward, Veshel's Ring of Larceny, Neanderthal, Death Seekers, and Aken's Manacles. Do I have spare Aken's Manacles? I do now. Salvage up the rest. $15 Death Breath. So we could try re-rolling that 8% damage up a little bit. What else could we potentially re-roll? Maybe that life per second on this. Or the strength. The strength could go all the way up to 650, so that would be a significant boost. And this... Well, there's no point until it's ancient, is there? Yeah, let's hold off for the moment on spending any of those. We will, however, talk to Kadala about rings. As always, full of disappointment. Not really that much of a surprise. Okay, let's hop in for another one. We're going to up it to 77. May as well keep pushing a little bit and see how this goes. It's only because the last one went so well. And that is partly because we got that Justice Lantern last time. The little bit of extra damage reduction that gave us, and of course the extra on the multiplier will have given us quite a significant boost. Not quite as much as like getting a Unity and getting that 50% damage reduction on top, but by running higher rifts we'll get more experience faster, yada yada yada. Everything gets better faster, even though it is risky. And it is risky because those guys can still one-shot us. totally just tried to pop us around the corner. Not very nice, really. Not very nice. Although it wasn't far away. So, more of a minor inconvenience than anything. Let's get right up close so it's got less distance to travel for everything. Annoying little bug. All of them are sort of annoying little bugs, but that one was particularly annoying. Yeah, so at the moment, our biggest trouble is really going to be Rift Guardians. Incredibly large amounts of health. The ability to one-shot as well for a lot of them. If you get unlucky, certainly at this level. Geez, if Tetris did a triple whammy of her fireballs, that could just destroy us. Not yet. I'm taking advantage of this shield pylon to push forwards, clear a large space just inside here, and find some elites. Hello, you. Still got half the shield pylon left. Plenty of murder time. Oh, hello, elites. You're going to come towards me, I won't say no. And even more, great. Can we get them gone? Well, we've got the pylon as well. Probably, yeah. Okay, pylon is wearing out. Let's start being cautious again. I've said it before, caution is a relative term. My level of caution is not actually very cautious. I am way too reckless. But it does make things a hell of a lot more interesting. Because I've got the curtain open, I've got a little bit of light shining on my monitor just where the progress bar is. It looks like it's about 60%. Suffice to say, we're way ahead of time. Not yet. And this is with the difficulty put up, remember. Okay, power pylon, that would be very nice. Now, which way is it? Is it down this way? It is. Or at least it could be. I thought it might have been a dead end that way, but looks to be fine. So we'll grab all of that. I haven't grabbed all of it. Alright. Let's go back and get this. It's a little bit dangerous, so hopping out was a sensible thing to do. These guys look like they're blocking the way on. Not ready yet. Nope, they are just standing around looking hard. Very solid progress we're getting from the mobs, though. I would like to see one or two more elite packs, though. It's a bit sparse. Hey! He says that and then, like, suffers knockback from one of them in the background somewhere. Ow. I mean, between... Oh dear, that was bad timing. Okay, we'll make it work. Keep him blinded. There we go. Greater Rift completed. Let's grab the spoils of war. And then talk to Urshi. Hi, Urshi. Right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more we need. That's going to be 2 more Greater Rifts. And we've only got 1 Greater Rift Keystone, which does suck a little bit.
I need to go back.
As I said, it's not like the extras are going to get wasted at all.
Stop the crusade.
596. The next one should take us to 600. Roland's trousers, we've already got some. Rathma's spikes. Blackthorns, jeez. Bottomless potion of the leech, that's an interesting one. So at the moment we've got unfettered. Oh, actually, that one was better. I thought it was the other way around. Oh, 7 seconds, yeah. Leech is a good option. If we didn't have unfettered, then I'd probably have gone for that. We'll hold on to the cameo, because I reckon that's probably going to come in useful at some point. The rest of these can all just get salvaged up, though. And we can drop off all our lovely gems. Just to confirm, these are all upgraded fully except for our weapon. And we just don't have the plan for that yet. Oh, we've got 51 Forgotten Souls, so we could try upgrading something else. Let's do Leoric's Crown, why not? If we could get an ancient Leoric's Crown, that would help out as well. So, Reforged Legendary. No. And it's generally just a bit pants. But at least it's a strength-based one now. Whereas before it was an intelligence-based one. Okay, in for another Greater Rift, pushing it up to 78. We don't really need to do this. 90% chance is a very reasonable chance to upgrade gems, but I do like making things a bit harder. And while we're on a roll, and while the hubris is great, let's just keep pushing it. Also, I'm not noticing like a super significant increase in mob survivability between difficulty levels. Shield pylon, brilliant. Easy mode, activate. Next group, over here. I mean, getting right in the middle of these, those 50 odd ricochets, they're all increasing the damage of Blessed Shield. So, it's great. Also, everything that ends up getting critically hit ends up bleeding, which increases our attack speed. So it really, really compounds down if we can keep that momentum up. Conduit's not so much, but it's still all good fun. Right, we're about to lose our shield pylons, so back to being regular levels of caution. And after this, running a regular Torment 16 Rift is not going to feel dangerous. I don't care that these guys explode. I was mostly caring about the fire chains. Hey, no licking. Don't mind if you lick yourself to me, but if you lick me to you, that's just wrong. Ooh, don't stand in the middle of the fire. That is not a sensible way of staying alive. Don't want to be fighting those on the stairs like that. Once they're dead, the rest of them aren't really that much of an issue. Totally fine. Not scared at all. I was watching my health shooting up and down. I wasn't really watching where I was aiming my shield. But as soon as the mobs I was aiming at died, the life per hit wasn't coming in. And I was like, uh-oh. Okay, so we head back up and round. It makes a satisfying thunk sound when the shield hits. I really like that. It's always amazing how important sound effects are to really round out gameplay. And they've done a good job with Diablo 3. Ooh, let's not stand right in the middle of that. Oh, forest area. This is normally good or dangerous or both. And this is flamey. That's what this one is. Very flamey by the looks of it. So much for the initial area being, air quotes, safe. Safe is a very subjective word. I'd say this is going well though. Despite the ranged mobs and the fire, both of which I hate. So we've got the meteors, we've got the fireballs, and we've got the other guys. I'm reasonably happy with how this area is. Oh jeez, someone's got knocked back. Kill that bloody bird. Corpse Razor. All you do is you turn into annoying little bats when you die. Not even the cool bats, the annoying bats. Still prefer them to the things that actually spit out fireballs, so. Oh, a power pylon. Well, that's good timing for that. So that was a little bit painful, but we should be fine. Bang! Scandial isn't really the most dangerous. Oh, cool. I think we just finished the last of one of our sets. Okay. So, Bane of the Stricken gets 1. And then 1, 2, 3 across the board. So we still need 1 more Greater Rift in order to finish that off. And it's taken us to Garrigan level 601. Great. So, points are now going to be going into attack speed, life regen, and resource cost reduction. This is just going to be a dump stat. Everything else does have a little bit of use, just not a great deal. Is that new Ancient Akon's Manacles? Okay, so the strength is slightly worse. The vitality is slightly worse. Critical hit chance. Why does it think these are better? Is it just because they've got more armor? Yeah. Reduces damage from ranged attacks. Oh, that is useful. That is useful. I'm going to need to re-roll that holy damage. But the reducing... That's a tough call. I would love that vitality to be higher. Having the vitality drop by so much is going to be a concern. So we'll leave it. Over here, breastplate of Akan, we've already got one. I guess now we've got 2. Roland's Visage. That goes up here. What's this? The Heart of the Light. So we're still missing. Where was upper class? Yeah, it's just we've only finished Roland's Legacy and Thorns of the Invoker. But for Roland's Legacy, we already had. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't, yeah. So what are we missing for Akan? We've got the legs, we've got the chest, we've got the hands, we've got the neck, we've got the helmet. Oh, we don't have the boots. That's what we're missing. Yeah, we've really not been lucky with finding those. Okay, back to this. Iron Toe, Mud Spitters. I'm not going to change it over. I mean, the range damage reduction would be nice, but I'd rather things were consistent and we had that extra vitality. If the vitality was higher, even if it was like 640, 630, I'd probably change. But alas, it is not. Kadala, give me more rings. Broken Promises. And Reshel's Ring of Larceny again. Very popular this season, apparently. Okay, well, I'm afraid that's going to be it for this episode. A tiny bit short, but we have run out of time. So next time we're going to start with a regular rift, and then we'll just finish off our gems and start working on the Wreath of Lightning. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy these. If you are enjoying them, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.